Pitch shifting the metal synths. In this video, I would like to share an approach with you where you can take your synths and use a pitch shifter similarly to how you pitch shift your guitars and get some really cool sounds. I haven't seen many people doing this, and I would really love to share my findings with you here. Let's do it! Hey, I'm Dr. Trubetskov, and I'm here to bring valuable information on metal production, recording and mixing. So, mate, please like and subscribe to not miss out some valuable information. Let's go. Let's prepare this project. I have Wage War, the River, multitracks by tight-sound.site, and I'm gonna just drop them into my template, which is available for you if you wish. This is in Reaper. Once you have put the files into the corresponding tracks, it may sound like this. Don't want to bore you with this too much. It's not a super balanced mix, but it will do for this demonstration here. Let's now introduce a synth that would follow the guitars. We can use the MIDI that was present in the project, drop it into a new track, and engage Vital, which is a free synth, and I'm gonna give you this preset as well. So this sounds kind of cool, and in the mix it will sound like this. Gives that more digital sort of feel and smoother, rounder tone to the mix. If we want to pitch shift such a synth, we need to introduce few adjustments. Here is the reason why. When we pitch shift the guitars, the pitch shifter comes before the amp and distortion, and this idea comes from manipulating the guitar DI and engaging certain effects into the distortion chain so that it sounds in a certain way. With the synth here, the issue that we encounter is that the distortion circuit is embedded within the synth, so we can't quite insert our pitch shifter in the middle, in the, let's say, effects loop, as if we traditionally insert it in a guitar amp. In this case, we need to introduce some adjustments to our tone. Let's do that. Firstly, the tone has to be more percussive. Let's fix it up. Let's disable the distortion circuit as well. I think this will be good. The next step is to introduce an amp sim, similarly to how we process guitars. Let's do that. I'm gonna use this Death Western plugin. Let's use a different IR as well. I've been sent this new pack by Forward Audio. Let's try it. That sounds cool. And I guess that'll do for now. Next step is to actually introduce the pitch shifter. I was unable to find any free plugins for that, but this one here, Effector Wama, is inexpensive. It's in demo mode, so there will be annoying noise on occasions. But let's see how this can sound. This is quite clearly exaggerated, for demonstration purposes obviously. However, it gives quite an interesting sound in my opinion. And all you have to do basically is set out your pitch whammy pedal at 24 cents, so 2 octaves, play around with automation. Thanks for the annoying noise. This will happen quite a few times in this video. You can use touch automation or write automation in Reaper and just play around with the whammy as you would with a real pedal. And you have to insert this before the amp, after the synth. So the chain would look like your synth with distortion disabled, then your whammy, then your amp sim, then your IR, and then possibly some EQ to bring it up in the mix. Let's hear it in the context now. I've only just started experimenting with this and I haven't seen many people doing these ideas. I believe that we have just started to scratch the surface of this possibly new method that can allow you to get some very, very unique sounds. You can experiment with type of synth that you're using. You can try pitch shifting some long and ambient pads before the distortion circuit. And as you know, in modern metal, ambient pads are really distorted. You can try using different types of distortion. Not necessarily you have to use an amp sim, although this gives the sound that is as close to the guitar distortion as probably possible with different variations. You could try using some tape distortion or tube distortion or beat crusher or lo-fi and experiment with how that could provide a different tone. The key to this is use pitch shifting before any type of distortion, as that brings up the sustain of that pitch shift in a certain pleasant way. I hope that you find this useful. You can get this synth preset for free for Vital by signing up to my mailing list, link in the description. And until next time, hope that this inspires you to create some cool modern music. Keep it up.